Alright, so let's do it. We're gonna make the cabinet doors. Pretty simple here. I'm gonna select this one and just hide it so I can see in this view right here. To make the doors, very simple. I'm just gonna make a box. And I'm going to make the box, let's see, about half of that. We can eyeball it. We can always adjust this later. I'm gonna give more room at the bottom here. Something like that. Give it a little height and like that. And then we try to find out where it is, and we'll just pull it back into place here. Hit Z to zoom in on it. Give it the default right here. And see, I still have this ambient occlusion from what we made earlier. In, what was it? The living room? I'm not sure, I can't remember anymore. Anyway, just apply that default gray on there and hit F4 for that. You see I chamfered the tops here. Really simple. Okay, I'm just going to put this kind of into place for the moment. Something like that. I'm just going to copy one over to see the size. And we can see it's just a little bit too big. So I'm going to scale it a little bit. Delete this one, take this one, and just slide it over here and see if we can. Yeah, there we go. So that's definitely going to be big enough. Alright, so let's take this one and do what we want to do. Now, it's not going to be the exact same. If you look at the picture here, some of these are square, some of these are rectangular, so overall it's going to look pretty much similar, but not exactly. So with this, let's select this and do an inset. And I'm thinking that you can see it went off my units again because I always reset. But I'm thinking that's going to work just fine. Alright, hit Z to zoom into that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude down a tad. Something like, not too much. Let's do 0.13. And then I'm going to extrude again. It's going to go down, but probably like, let's say 0.39. And then I'm going to scale it like that. Something like that. Maybe up a little bit. Something like that. So we look at the edge here. Yeah. Something like that, I suppose. That's good enough. I'm actually going to bring it out some. Like this. And then I'm going to extrude this down after it stops freezing. Alright, bring that up just a little bit. Right there, 0.14. And there we have that. Alright. So that's done. I'm going to hide this, hide selection. Oh, I'm just looking at this right here. And then I'm going to chamfer these edges. I'm just going to select them one by one here. This one, and this one. Do a loop selection. And then I'm going to actually have to go in here manually and do this one. That side. And that right there. That should be it. Yeah. So let's chamfer these. Just a little bit, not too much. Maybe 0.2, something like that. F4. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, we'll hide this countertop too. Kind of make it move a little bit faster for us, since we just want to focus on this stuff. Alright, we'll also hide the CAD file, because we don't need that right now. Alright, now with that, let's call it door. Actually, we'll put K for kitchen, door underscore 01. And then we're going to go to cylinder and just make a little cylinder about like that. This is going to be our handle. Give it some height and bring it up. Zoom in on it with Z. Hit M, apply a gray material. F4 so we can see our edges. Right click the spinner on the height segments because we don't need 5. And just make the height a little bit longer. Let's kind of go into the left view, look at our picture. It's pretty much right where the edges start, that bevel starts. So we'll go right here and add the height to it, about right there. That looks good. So F4, we'll look at that. Yeah, we'll make this radius just a little bit bigger. Something like that. Okay. Let's right click it. We don't really need that many sides, do we? 18. 16 should do it. Let's select the ends here. And then control click the edges. And do a chamfer on that. Just a little bit, nothing big. So now we have that. Hit F4. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to take this. We'll call it K door handle underscore 01. And actually put H1, which will mean the long part of the handle. And then we're going to take this, shift drag out a copy, and we'll call this H2 for the second part of it. We'll rotate it with snaps on 90 degrees, like that. Bring it up. Let's go into, yeah, top view's fine. Let's scale this down so it's not so thick as the other one. Bring it into place right around here. It's okay if it's intersecting. Just grab the vertices here and bring that in so that it's intersecting inside here, like that. And then we can just take this and delete those because we don't need them, and we don't need these faces either. Alright, so we look for it. Where is it at? And it might be a little too thin. And they're about, I don't know, a few inches above the bevel. So I'm going to bring it about right here. Zoom extends into that. And this sits off it pretty good ways. So let's take that. And while those are still selected, I'm going to bring it in like that. Yeah, it's a lot better. And I'm actually going to scale it up just a tad more. So let's scale it up just a bit more. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so let's take this one and shift drag a copy up about the same as the top, about right there. So we hit F4, hide those edges, and look at it, and it looks like we got it. So I'm going to select this right here and group it. Call it K underscore door handle underscore 01, and this is called K door 01. Then I'm going to take the whole thing, and I'm not going to group it yet. What I'm going to do instead is go unhide the doors, and there's one right here. I'm going to take this hinge, okay, so let's open it. Let's take this hinge that's in here and shift drag out a copy, like so, and hit cancel because we actually need more than that. We need both parts. So control click that. Let me see here. It's hard to click this. Just go into, no, just do this. Shift drag out a copy of that. Click OK. We got the top part and we need this middle part. Shift drag out. Oh, cancel. There we go. I'll shift drag this out. Put that into place. And click OK. Then we'll detach both of these. Okay. Let's see. That's detached. That's detached. Let's close this group. And it's still open. Select this. It's that. So for some reason I can't get it out of it. This right here. Detach that. Just delete these. Close this group and hide the doors again. Not do that yet. We'll take this, we'll go back to the kitchen layer, add it to that. Alright, and then we'll take this and we'll hide the doors. There we go. And now we're back on the kitchen layer. All I do is just put this back into place. Fairly simple. Alright, and we'll group it and call it K door hinge 01. Actually, we gotta spell it hinge. I guess that's how we do it. Alright, put it into place over here. Look at the picture right there. I want to scale it down some. I don't want to be so big. Make sure that it's in the right spot. Should be right there. Let's zoom in on that and make sure that it's right. Seems right. And just in case it is right, I will take this and drag out another copy down about there. Okay, unhide all. No. And then look at what I have here and make sure that these hinges aren't inside here, which they are. So I need to bring those out some. Like this. And they're actually turned around. So I need to... Everything's going so slow now, so let me take this and hide this. This actually needs to be turned this way. There we go. So it needs to be that way, which it was already correct. So unhide all, take this, just hide what I don't need to be seen. Just work over here for now. And how we can make sure that this doesn't look like it's penetrating. Okay, all I gotta do is just drag it out some. Like this. Take this away from the wall. So it's not necessarily sitting against it. Do it like that. Selecting this. Do it like that. It's a reasonable fake, I think. Yeah, it's a reasonable fake. Let's select this other hinge, delete it. Come over here to this view and drag us down another copy. Click OK. Select it all. Just select the door. Control click that so we don't have that. Click group K for kitchen, cabinet door group, like that. Okay, so now we have one, and in the next vid what we'll do is start duplicating all of these doors to where they need to go. Make sure you save your file.